me explain something to you. I don't think my standards are too high. I just feel like if you don't have a car to pull up and come see me in, if I gotta come pick you the fuck up, sir, I'm not fucking with you. If you don't have your money, if you can't even do something as to go take me out to dinner, I'm not fucking with you. If you don't have your own house that I can pull up to, if I pull up to see you in, if I can't sit on your face at your house, I can't fuck with you. Like, I'm not finna be sneaking and geeking at nobody mama house. Like, it's just that simple. If you can't get your together, you ain't got your together, I'm not the one for you.
Mama say that happiness is from magic rays of sunshine that come down when you're feeling blue.
She said it, not me, fam. Now, I will add that her message was for the average guy out there. If you think women aren't capable of breaking their own rules for Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray, then why are there so many single mothers out there complaining about deadbeat fathers who don't help out with the finances? I.e., if he is fine, he don't got to wine and dine. Am I saying all young women are like this? No. But I am saying there is enough of them in the dating market to keep the high-end restaurant business going with healthy profits. Now, to my young male viewers, let me pass on some knowledge to help all of you navigate this ocean of BS. And that is, I am positive that you can draw a line from a young, demanding, attractive woman like this one, straight to a single mother in her mid to late 30s asking where are the good men at. Either that, or that line can possibly end in Section 8 housing.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Moving on.
These are things that men can do to help women feel safer in public. If you are a man, please watch this video. If you're a woman, share this video with the men you know. Number 1, if you're walking at night and there's a woman in front of you, just cross to the other side of the road. Even though you know that you would never attack that woman, you would never hurt that woman, she doesn't know you and she doesn't know that. So that distance and you just going to the other side of the road will make her feel so much safer. Number 2, always offer to walk your female friends to their car or walk them to their front door or watch them get into their front door. Number 3, do not be a bystander if you see something inappropriate going on. Maybe you're walking on the street and you see a guy catcalling a girl or making a girl feel uncomfortable. You don't have to go up to him and start a fight. You don't have to be like, yo, what the fuck? You don't have to do that. You could literally go up to him and be like, hey, do you know where I can get the bus stop from here? Like, just distract him. Just change the conversation. Number 4, never ever follow a girl to her car. Maybe you have a question. Maybe you want to strike up a conversation. There's a time and a place, and following a girl to her car is scary. Number 5, keep your distance and don't hover. If there is a random man that I don't know standing really close to me, I'm kind of like, what does he want? Like, is he gonna touch me? Like, I feel uncomfortable. Just add that like little bit of distance. Thank you. If you have watched this entire video, thank you so much for being a nice enough person that you want women to feel safer.
Let's address her advice using her own numbers. 1, cross the other side of the road if you are walking at night and there is a woman in front of you. Okay, this is something I advise against, simply because if a woman can't control her own feelings just because you're on the same side of the road minding your business, then what makes you think crossing the road is going to magically cure her of her deep mental insecurities? 2, always offer to walk your female friends to their car. Here's a problem with this. Men do this for the women they are in a relationship with. It's one of the girlfriend/wife benefits. If you friend zone a guy who is worth his salt, you are not getting those benefits. 3, do not be a bystander when some guy is doing something inappropriate. Ladies, in verbal situations, most men are going to mind their own business and let you shine your strong and independent social skills. In short, men who are not imps or white knights are going to make your verbal arguments for you. 4, I say that is basically stalking. Why does it have to be limited to only for women? Don't follow anyone, period. 5, keep your distance and do not hover. This is basic personal space 101. Pretty standard, really. Now, why do men have to go out of their way to make women feel safer? Exactly how are men responsible or in any way capable of controlling how women feel in general? Not a specific case. Don't get me wrong, there are creeps out there, but most men don't go out of the ways to make a woman feel uncomfortable. So why do they have to go out of the way to make you feel safe? How about this, fam? If we can agree that men are responsible for their own feelings, regardless of how women make them feel by, for example, dressing a certain way, which I completely agree with that. Can't we agree that women are responsible for their own feelings, regardless of what side of the street a guy is walking on?
Fatality.
Flawless victory.
Moving on.
Men provide for themselves and protect their own interests.
So I'm going to say it. Men are not natural protectors,
providers, or leaders. And indoctrination has convinced men and women that men are these things. It has given them the responsibility of these things within our society, but is contrary to their nature. Men are all about self-preservation, and they only provide and protect what they think is theirs and what they're in possession of. When something is supposedly innate and natural to you, you do it automatically. So if men were natural protectors and providers, it is something that we would see them do within the community, within the world, not something that they simply do for that which they possess.
She's going to sink, Captain.
But she can't sink. She's unsinkable.
You heard it yourself, fam. According to this queen, men are not natural protectors. Thank goodness the majority of police officers, firefighters, soldiers, and first responders are women who show that natural desire to protect, while those non-protective men take up all those teaching, air-conditioned office, and nursing jobs. And it's also great the vast majority of men always look to follow a woman's lead. As we all know, the bulk of women want a soft, submissive man. I'm thankful this queen cleared up that this is all a result of indoctrination and not evolution. I mean, obviously, it's completely contrary to a man's nature to want to provide for his wife and child. I can't wait to hear the rest.
Furthermore, how can you be a natural protector, but the biggest threat and predator in this world? Ask a man what he needs to protect you from, and he's going to say other men. Because when we look at these natural protectors, most of the shootings of nature's resources, dominating other people and countries, most of the is done by these natural protectors. Something is not adding up. One thing I'm realizing is that we've been told a lot of lies. Literally almost everything that we've been taught is upside down. If you think about it, it's actually women that are the natural protectors and providers of this world. Your mother, she innately protects you with her own body and her own life as you're forming in her womb. When you're born, her body naturally provides for you.
I'm so glad there are no examples of women who were in power abuse that power to cause pain, suffering, or deletion of other people. Oh wait, that was covered in a previous audit. Link in the cards. Anyway, here's a key question to all the ladies who completely agree with this highly enlightened queen. If man's nature was of absolute violence with no responsibility to his family, then how exactly has humanity progressed to this point?
Whatever.
I mean, if all men were so despicable with no sense of dignity or sense of duty to social order, how exactly is it that this queen has the ability and freedom to make videos with abhorrence to the nature of men?
Furthermore, women, just by my observation and what I've seen, they're the first ones to offer protection and provision to the community and to the world. People that they don't even know, they're the first one to run to your rescue. They're the first one to try to break up fights. They're the first one to say, hey, do you have a need? Let me fulfill that. Women are all about community. And being about community means that you are truly the natural protector and provider because you birth the community. So therefore, you care for what you birth. We've learned a lot of lies, and it's time to put things into proper view. Now, yes, there may be men who do provide, lead, and protect, but it's something that they establish through self-development, self-awareness, and self-discipline. Most men, no.
Someone in the comments, please explain to this gorilla exactly how is it if women help a community, it automatically means men don't. I am serious. Just because you donate to a charity, it does not mean someone else doesn't donate what they can to the same charity. I ask, is a community only made up of women? Because the way queens like this talk, you think men were not included in any community. The last time I checked, the definition of community was a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that definition doesn't state that having a built-in taco or not makes a difference. Also, just because we recognize that women donate more money to charity/communities, it does not mean men don't help in equal or in some cases greater ways. Aren't men the ones who protect communities? Aren't men the ones who put in the labor to repair and maintain community infrastructure? And during emergencies, it's the men who mostly risk life and limb for their communities. It's easy to give $1. It's not so easy to run into a burning building to save lives. I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.
Yeah.